Hi dear friends, in this session we are going to see how to enable course outcomes in Moodle. So this is what we are going to see. So already I have just enabled course outcomes. So first log into Moodle. So I have enabled my course. So here my course is here, Internet of Things. I have already enabled the course outcomes. So let me show you that what are the course outcomes I have enabled it. So in this I have done all the course outcomes. So earlier we call it as student learning outcome. So now I am just calling this as course outcome. So CO1, CO2, 3, 4 and CO5 is in the last, and CO6, CO7 and this is CO8 and CO8, then CO9, CO10, 11, 12, like that. We have totally 20 outcomes. So I have already enabled, I have enabled all the outcomes. Then I have enabled a scale also on VAT competency scale. I have enabled as excellent, very good, good, average and fair. So these are the 5 aspects we can enable it. This is for enabling rubrics for the outcomes. So during each end of every semester we have to prepare the course outcome attainment. So during the time, so we can do all the activities, every questions we can able to enable the competency scale as well as the outcomes. So in this session we are going to tell you about how this outcome can be enabled for your course. So in the beginning, while I upload all the courses, I could not able to do that. But in this session, I will just tell you how to enable the course outcomes. So one example is I already did for my course. So I will just take one course where CSC 30. So I take a course here. So CSC, let me take a course called as CSC 3013. So in this course, I'll just search it here. So once I search it, there is a course artificial intelligence by these two faculty members. So first what I do is I'll just go to the course. Here in the top right, I just see the edit settings. Okay, now here below that you can see there is a icon called as outcomes here. So in this outcomes, just click it. So once you are done clicking it, all the outcomes will be listed. So as per my statement here, all the outcomes will be listed one by one. There are totally 20 outcomes. So what I do is I need to send the corresponding outcomes into my course. So for that what I do is I'll just go and search my course curriculum might have been sent to you, or you might have displayed that in your yes. So this is what this course. So here we have outcome SLOs called as 1, 17, 5, 1, 5 and 17. So totally on a maximum there will be 3 learning outcomes or course outcomes. So 1, 5 and 17. So I'll just go back here. I'll select number 1, number 17 and last is number 5. Select all the 3 and then send add. So once I have done this addition, so my course outcomes are edited for my course. Okay, so now you can able to get the outcome reports, all these things during the while grading. You can get all the outcomes report, you can get the grade history, everything you can be able to get. Even the outcomes, what are the outcomes, you can able to verify at every point of time. Okay, so now this is the way that I expect all the faculty members that they can add their outcomes to their particular course. So while during the end of the semester, when you download the grade history, you can directly download the outcome report as well. So it will be very easier for you to handle it. Instead of doing everything at one particular stage, you can able to do everything one by one while you giving the activity itself. Okay, so that's way we can do that. For example, I'll just show you one of the assignment that what I can give. Maybe I'll take a temporary course. I had a temporary course. So what I do is I have a course called IoT design. So what I do is turn everything on. I give a small assignment. Okay, so a small assignment, maybe I'll just go and add some outcome mapping here. Outcomes. So in this outcome I just remove the test outcomes. Maybe I'll use 2, 5 and 6. Give 3 outcomes for this course. So clear understanding of the subject related concepts, having an ability to design a component or a product, applying knowledge, and having design thinking capability. So this way I just added it. I will go to the course, add an activity. So let me give an assignment here. So I'll give an assignment called as sample assignment just for testing purpose. So you can give your name also. So if you are a faculty, multiple faculty, you can give a name also there. It's given by you. Okay, now submit a design. You can use write an application using IoT for tracking the COVID-19 patients for tracking. Okay, so this I give, and I can give the additional files and all these things and allow submissions, all this stuff. So this we can see in another video how to give the assignments here. So just only one file for submission. Then I will come back here and outcomes. So now it will be listed the 3 outcomes for your course. So in this case it is to design or something, so I can use number 2 as well as number 6. If you want 2 outcomes or both are being matched, you can give, or else only one means one can give. I'll give design a component or a product applying all the relevant standards and with the realistic constraints. So this is the outcome number 6. Another thing, then restrict access my own group. So here there is no group here, so we will leave it as it is. In the case we have a group, you can give it. Then save and return to course. Okay, now this is an assignment. So this assignment, there are only one participants because no other participants, it's only a sample course. So let me go to a participant name. So that's in my other login. I just log in here as that particular user. Then I go to the assignment, I will submit. So now add submission. Now while adding the submission, I'll click the file, upload. Let's say for example, I'll add a file called as, let me use a file called as SLO. Upload this file, save changes, and submit assignment. So once you submit assignment, there's a statement agreeing that this is my own work, and continue. So once you are done, yes, now I'll go back to my login. So this login, I go back and I check it here. So while I check it here, I can see what are the all submissions. So the mark is for 100 or 10 marks. You can configure it and submit it for grading. And this is the student name. So the student name is my employee ID 50024, and the grade, I can give the grade here. So let's say the grade is, if I check my file and then the grade is around 87 or something, if I give it the grade, then at the final concept here you can see the outcomes here. So this outcome is, you can select which is 1 to 5 scale. So 1 being fair and 5 being very high, it is excellent. Okay, 87 I can say it is very good, not so excellent. Maybe 9 more than 90 I can average, we can give them excellent. So this outcome he can is attaining, and save all quick grading changes. So once I have done all the changes, it will be click continue. And when you download the grades, so once you are in the grades here, so you can see that excluded, so not this, not, and here sample assignment, the mark is around 87. Having an ability to do that, it's very good. So you can download the reports as well. So grader report you can download directly or export. There's an option called as exporting all the complete report. So this assignment I have deleted, and other things you can download directly. In case if you want to see the outcome report, you can check the outcome report also. View outcomes report. So this also you can download. So as of now, very good how many people have attained, and excellent how many people have attained, and like that for each and every student, whatever the outcome mapping you are giving, this rubric you can give, you can download that report. So based on that average and other steps, you can able to do the calculation. So this, so one method that it is enabled by default in Moodle from this session onwards. So I request all the faculty members to use this outcomes report, and then use this video for how to do that, how to enable the outcomes for your corresponding courses, because each and individual course I cannot go and do it. So it's a duty of the faculty member to enable the outcome report. Suppose if there are 10 faculty member in a particular course, any one of the faculty member can able to do that based on the syllabi. So please go to the syllabus and then see what are the different outcomes. So it will be a maximum of 3 outcomes will be there. So find the numbers and then attach it. So once you are doing attachment, so whenever you give any activities, whether it could be quiz, whether or it could be any assignment, it could be cat 1 cat 2, you can give the outcomes there. So it will be very advantageous for you to download the outcomes report at the end of the semester. So hope you understand how to do that. Thank you very much.